kasih. Enjoy the video.
Okay, students, learners, now let's start from the title, Factual Report Text, with me, Miss Christianistic. Let's know about what Factual Report Text is. The definition of Factual Report Text is an information text which describes something based on the scientific principles such as facts of a study or observation, data, examples, and supporting theories in both oral or written forms. The science purpose of Factual Report Text is to present to the readers about an information in a transparent, correct, accurate, and scientific manner. The generic structure, there are two. Number one, general classification, or also called identification or statement. And then the second is description. Now let's check the generic structure. Number one, that's general classification, or also called identification or statement. It is classification of general aspects of things, animal, public place, plants, etc. It is also consists of general information, that is, answering a question about an object or what is being explained in the text. It is also general description of an object and written in paragraph 1. While the general structure number 2, that is description, consists of specific information or specific descriptions about the object discussed. It can also consist of more than 2 paragraphs and can be added with pictures of illustration. Now let's move to the characteristic or language feature of Factual Report Text. In the Factual Report Text, the title written usually is general, not specific one. For example, cat. This is general title, not my cat. My cat is specific. Number 2, in the Factual Report Text, the action verbs is used. For example, live, eat, drink, grow, migrate, jump, breathe, communicate, sleep, hunt, break, and melt, decide, serve, etc. The usage of general nouns usually used in the Factual Report Text. For example, name of any person, place, or anything, rather than particular or personal nouns. Please check the sentences here. Cats are mammal. Cats here belongs to general noun. While my cat has a long tail. Cat in my cat belongs to specific noun. And then the other characteristic or language feature of Factual Report Text. Usually noun phrase is used. Noun phrase, the formula is adjective plus noun, mostly used. For example, long shiny hair, large marine mammal, annual migration. The next characteristics or language feature of Factual Report Text is using the descriptive language. Usually refers to color, shape, characteristics, size, body parts, or habits, behavior, or functions. And the next, technical or scientific terms is also usually used. Okay, I gave you the simple sample of the difference between non-scientific term and scientific term. For example, improve, the scientific term is enhance. Mistake, scientific term is error. Ignorance, the scientific term is uncertainty. So these are the characteristic of language features of factual report text. Now, let's practice how to make a factual report text. Are you ready, students? Learners? Okay, let's go. Do you know this? Yes, that's right. It's a whale. If we want to write about a whale, the first paragraph will inform about whales in general. For example, whales are the largest animals on Earth. This is the first paragraph sentence. Okay, and then on the next paragraph, for example, paragraph 2, 3, and so on, we can describe its characters, species, types, growth, etc. based on the scientific research. Okay, the other example. Okay, by seeing the picture, do you know what is that? Tsunami. Yes, that's right. If we want to write about tsunami, the first paragraph will inform about tsunami in general. I gave you the example here. The word tsunami comes from the Japanese language meaning great waves. Tsu means port and nami means wave. And then after the first paragraph, we can make a description about characteristic of tsunami, assume how it happens, the mechanism of the warning due to tsunami, etc. Okay, please think what we are going to have for the next example. Yes, that's right. This is the picture of COVID-19 or coronavirus. Okay, please think about coronavirus. We are trying to make a factual report text about coronavirus. Okay, let's practice. COVID-19 or coronavirus disease 2019 is an infectious disease caused by a new virus called SARS-CoV-2. This disease first identified in Wuhan, China in the end of 2019. The virus widely spread over many countries, and then in March 2020, WHO declared COVID-19 a pandemic. In paragraph 1 belongs to general identification because we talk about COVID-19 in general. And then the second paragraph and the next will be the description of COVID-19. For example, the second paragraph we talk about, or we are going to inform about how coronavirus attack. Okay. This disease attacks respiratory system. COVID-19 also makes people who get infected experience several symptoms. The common symptoms are fever, dry cough, and tiredness. Some also experience sore throat, diarrhea, conjunctivitis, headache, and loss of taste or smell. Meanwhile, the serious symptoms are shortness of breath, chest pain, and loss of speech. However, there are many who do not experience symptoms. So the description one talk about how the coronavirus attacks respiratory system. Now let's go to the other description. It takes about 5 to 6 days to the symptoms to show. However, the incubation period takes 14 days. People who had mild to moderate illness usually can recover without hospitalization. Meanwhile, those who experience serious symptoms have to seek medical attention. Okay, so this paragraph, this description is about symptoms. Now, another description, and here the example is about the spread of the virus. The virus spreads through the droplet when infected people sneeze or cough. Therefore, WHO gives the way to prevent infection, such as washing hands regularly with soap and water, avoiding touching face, covering mouth and nose while sneezing or coughing, staying at home, refraining from smoking, and practicing physical distancing. These are the example of the factual report text about COVID. Now, another example. Do you know what it is? Yes, that's right. It is piranha fish. If we want to write about piranha fish, okay, the general identification we can say about piranha, for example, like this. The piranha fish, also known as the caribe in Venezuela, is a voracious, schooling freshwater fish. It is native to warm rainforests, lowland streams, and lakes in South America, the Amazon basin, in the Orinoco River, and east of the Andes Mountains. And then the next, in making description, you can talk about characteristic, and the other description, you can talk about habitat. Now, about the characteristics. Piranhas range in colors from yellow to steel gray to bluish to partly red to almost black. Piranhas are normally about 15 to 25 centimeters long, 6 to 10 inches. Although reported individuals have been found to be up to 41 centimeters or 24 inches in length. Piranhas have a bulldog-like face, with a very large lower jaw and many razor-sharp teeth. The teeth are replaceable. When one is broken off, a new one grows in its place. All piranhas have a single row of sharp teeth in both jaws. Their teeth are tightly picked and interlocking via small cubes, and used for rapid puncture and shearing. And the description about habitat. we can talk about the habitat of piranhas, and the example is piranhas are typically found in whitewater streams. Piranha fish are important components of their native environments. Although largely restricted to lowland waters, these species are widespread and inhabit diverse habitats within both lotic interaction within flowing continental waters and Atlantic interactions within still continental waters environments. Some piranha species are abundant and multiple species often occur together. Now, your time to think about one thing and you can start writing. Okay, students, well, those are about factual report. Hopefully, you have learned about factual report very well today. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye, student. See you next video.